Right, so for this deep dive, we're looking at something pretty wild. Almost a geopolitical ghost story, you know? Buried deep in the Stolby Nature Reserve.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It all stems from the notes of Sergei Gherkin, a gamekeeper there.
Yeah.
He stumbled onto this whole thing trying to figure out old local rumors, whispers about like a weird military activity and strange ground tremors back in the late 70s.
Right. And our mission here is really just to follow his breadcrumbs, using his notes, his discoveries, to see what he uncovered.
Exactly. And Gherkin's background is key here. He wasn't just any gamekeeper, he's a former border guard.
Okay.
Injured back in 2003, takes this post at Altat Station in '04.
Okay.
And what really kicks it off for him is finding this old, tattered diary from 1978, left by a previous gamekeeper.
And it wasn't just, like, notes about the weather, I assume?
No, not at all. It had military unit numbers, coordinates, stuff that immediately flags his attention.
Yeah.
And then this final entry, just scrawled in red pencil, seismic anomaly.
Seismic anomaly. Okay, that's ominous. So that diary kind of sets the stage. But the real investigation, Gherkin's fieldwork, starts February 2006. Near the Namorta headwaters.
That's it. And his notes show his military training kicking in. He sees something that doesn't fit.
What was it?
An unnaturally clear patch of snow in February. Stands out like a sore thumb. He investigates.
And finds
an old military cable sticking out, a P-268. He'd know that instantly armored field comms cable. Standard stuff for, tactical deployments.
Okay, so military gear buried.
He follows it. Finds a camouflaged MG-15 sectional mast.
Right.
Folded up, hidden properly. This wasn't just left behind. Someone hid it carefully.
Deliberately concealed. Wow. And then there was something else nearby, right? Something personal.
Yeah, this is where it gets a bit chilling.
Yeah.
A piece of a broken wooden ski. Just lying there. Scratched into it are the initials VK.
VK. Okay, hold that thought, because then the past sort of walks right up to him.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
His poking around apparently attracted attention.
Yeah.
Nikolai Stepanovich, the actual gamekeeper from back in '78, shows up unexpectedly.
And he knew about the military presence.
Oh yeah, confirmed it. Said military geophysicists were there in '78, officially mapping the place. But he also talks about this one guy, Valentin Yazev, a young seismologist, really anxious.
Yazev, VK.
Bingo. VK Stepanovich said Yazev was obsessed with these weird instrument readings, called it the seismic anomaly, and then suddenly the whole expedition just packed up, vanished, hid the equipment in a rush.
So Stepanovich points Gherkin in the right direction.
Yep, gives him a location marked on an old map as a geodesic polygon. So March 2006, Gherkin follows it, finds this hidden facility under a slope, a proper bunker, camouflaged entrance reinforced, built for secrecy.
Not just a comms head then. What was inside?
This is where it gets really strange. Gherkin describes these massive copper bus bars, heavy duty, running around the perimeter inside, and angled, precisely at 47 degrees.
47 degrees? That sounds oddly specific. Why that angle?
Well, the thinking is it wasn't random. That angle likely tuned the system to the geology, to the Stolby fault line itself, essentially turning the bedrock, the deep rock structure, into a massive tuned antenna or circuit component.
Using the Earth itself as part of the machine. Wow. What else?
The walls were paneled with this weird hexagonal alloy, maybe for wave propagation or shielding, and spiral mounts on the floor. It suggests something way beyond simple detection or communication.
Sayazev's own notes, his technical journal, Gherkin found that inside too.
He did, and that's what spells out the terrifying reality. The system was for long-range detection, using the geology as a giant receiver, but they'd missed a critical, catastrophic flaw.
Which Nyazev discovered. The seismic anomaly wasn't just something they were detecting.
It was something they were causing. He realized firing up the system at full power created what he called uncontrolled resonance. Think of it like hitting the resonant frequency of a wine glass, but, with tectonic plates. A geometric spiraling oscillation in the rock itself.
That sounds incredibly dangerous.
Exactly. His final entry before they pulled the plug in October '78 is stark. Continuation of work is unacceptable. Risk of catastrophe.
So they shut it down, buried the secret, classified everything for nearly 30 years.
Until Gherkin starts digging. But the story doesn't end there, does it?
No, because Gherkin didn't just find old stuff. He found new signs.
That's the immediate threat, right? Fresh footprints around the site in 2006, evidence of recent professional measurements, and crucially, a geological service blank form, dated March 1st, 2006. Someone else is back. They're revisiting Knyazev's machine.
Which puts Gherkin in this impossible position. He knows the danger Knyazov documented. Knyazov chose safety, chose to warn people, even burying his work.
And now Gherkin sees these new people, likely unaware of the resonance flaw.
And he makes a choice. Silence. He decides the secret has to stay secret because revealing it or letting them restart it could be disastrous.
It's this incredible echo, isn't it? Knyazov chose safety over his work decades ago. Gherkin chooses silence over disclosure now, for the same reason.
So, the final thought we're left with, based on Gherkin's account, Knyazov called it a detection system, but given the sheer power involved, enough to resonate bedrock. What if detection was only part of it? What if the potential was for something more?
That's the unsettling question.
And it forces you to ask, when you're dealing with knowledge this dangerous, this potentially world-altering, when is keeping the secret actually safer than revealing the truth? That's the burden Gherkin took on, becoming the new keeper of the Stolby secret.